There we go. Yoink. Bring the graduation cap to Fuga for more crystals by... Okay, there we go. This one, leveling 8, Fuga's 8. Okay, thanks. Okay. You also get this many failed sacks? That is actually fucking crazy. What is essence of working towards graduation? Ready for you? Okay. Talk to him again, or? Do you need to keep talking to him? Oh, highest level. Oh, okay, I get it. Now, so once you've gotten these 2 Essence of Ascents, you can use them to upgrade your pin Tuvala that you acquired on the season. First, you can just right-click them. It takes you into the enhancement window, and from here, you can put in your pin Tuvala. As you can see, it does not need to be fully repaired. Right-click the weapon essence, and it will allow you to enhance this to Hex. No fail sacks needed, 100% chance to do it. And now you can upgrade this piece here further up to deck, which we'll do in a bit. For the ring or other pin accessory, you should probably focus on the necklace first, but I'm just going to show here with the ring. Again, you can click the accessory, and you can now upgrade this into a Hex accessory. The accessory is going to be 100% upgrade, so I'm not gonna showcase that. You will need a total of 90 Essence of Dawn. You can grind those out at home and base, or you can buy them on the marketplace. You can also get 100 for heating a pin Gentina accessory, but you'll need a total of 90 to guaranteed 100% upgrade all this way up to deck. Once it's deck, you can trade it in for a TET Kharazad accessory, and it's very worth it. The most it's gonna cost is 9 billion silver at max price Dawns to make a deck and then get it to a TET. If you are making a base Kharazad and enhancing it, it's going to be around 16 billion silver if you do it on average. So it is super worth making it, but it could also be that you're like me and you don't need it for whatever reason, in which case you can take this one here and you can trade it in for 30 Essence of Dawn. You go L and heat, and then you can heat it here for 30 Essence of Dawn. Now, if you're a newer player, I would not recommend this. Obviously, I would recommend making your TET Kharazad. But for me, I'll just take the silver. A quick note on making your Blackstar weapon, your deck weapon. Whenever you get this to deck and you can trade it in for the quest, you get to select a pin Blackstar weapon box. So you can make a main hand, turn it in, and you can then choose, say, an awakened weapon pin Blackstar box and open it on whatever class you want. So not only does it not have to be the correct weapon type, it doesn't even have to be for the right class. Whenever you're making your Tuvala, you can then later open the box on the class you want the pin Blackstar on, and choose the type of pin Blackstar you want. If you're a newer player, you should 100% choose either your main hand or awakening. My recommendation would be that you take your free pin Blackstar that you get on your white tab at, say, your main hand, and then you make your awakening weapon with this system here, or vice versa. At the end of season, when you're done with this, you really want to have both a pin Blackstar main hand and an awakening weapon. Now, if you are in a position where you already have your pin Blackstar main hand and awakening, my recommendation would be that you use this pin Blackstar to make your first sovereign weapon. You should not be getting your pin Blackstar offhand really until you have both sovereign weapons. The value is okay on the offhand, but it's not as good as getting sovereigns, even for your non-primary weapon, because of the reforged stones, the crit damage, the 3 AP and everything. So depending on where you're on progression, you should probably just focus on Prudum and then Caffreying your offhand until it's like one of your last upgrades. So that's my recommendation for the weapons. I will be bringing out a full updated gearing guide soon, but for now, hopefully this will answer your question about which one you should choose. Let's talk quickly about the stacks and enhancing we're going to be doing here. So we have my Hex shield. I'll just enhance it here and we'll see what happens. I brought 7,500 Cronstones because we're going to raw tap Sep, and we're also going to raw tap Oct. we won't be using Cronstones until NOF and DEC. And if you end up pitying both NOF and DEC, it should be around 7,400 Cronstones. Hopefully that won't happen, but just in case, we have 7,500 here. Also, if you haven't already, there is a code for 10,000 Cronstones they gave out for the Calthian Ball. So a link will be in the description. The code, you can type it in here in the game. You just open, you go into a new menu, Adventure Support, redeem code. You can copy paste it in here and you get 10,000 Cronstone if you haven't already. Right, so what stacks are we using? Well, for SIP, I'm going to be using 70, 80 stacks. So I have a handful of 70, some 60s and all that, and 80 stacks here. We'll just use them, and if I have to, I'll use some Valk's Cry. But around 780, we'll need a handful of those. For Oct, we only need one stack. Once we get it, we're going to raw tap, but once we get it, we'll have it, and then we'll cron the rest. You're looking for around 130 for that. So I'm going to be using 120 stack, and then I will be putting in my Valks for that. You should have these from the rewards as well. You get a ton of stacks for doing it. You can also put in 100 stack and then use some hungers to get it up into the right number. So we'll use a bunch of 70, 80 stacks for SIP, 130 for Oct. We'll also use 130-ish for NOF, and then around 140, 150 stack for DEC. And that means I'm going to be using this. I'll put in a hunger and my Valk's Cry for DEC, but potentially we might just fail a couple of times and get a stack high enough, and I'll use that instead. So let's get to it. Let's start enhancing. All right, we'll start out here. We're probably going to make a handful of these. Lots of beautiful stacks. I'm going to just keep the 100 stack for now. We'll switch over. I'll level it up a couple times here. There we go. Okay, first one. So let's get the 120 stack in here. We'll put these and hopefully just goes. Okay. We're going to keep doing this until we get Oct. Alright, and now we're going to start cronning. So we'll bring out another stack here. We'll put spell stacks in, and we use Cronstone now. So I'll do one more click here, and then I'll actually keep this for DEC. I guess we'll do one more. Okay, like 2 more. Okay, last one. Okay, so now I'm going to keep this stack for DEC. So we'll pop the 120. We'll put this in. So that means I saved my hunger. So even though it's not too good, right? We saved the hungers, and we only have 3 clicks left, so I'll probably just do 1. And we're gonna go over here now, and we'll send it. All right. It does run up. Does run up. So at this point here, it's so high, we should just drop the stack a bit. And save the stack. And there we go. Free pin Blackstar. Also, hopefully you guys don't have to hit pity, but even hitting pity, this is still just a fraction of the cost of a regular pin Blackstar. The pin Blackstar is probably going to drop in cost, so who knows in the future. But here you are. Do not repair. Oh fuck! It's gonna get turned in, isn't it? Guys, I didn't think. And quick note: whenever you get it to DEC, There is no need to repair it and waste memory fragments because we're going to turn this in for the quest, and we will then get it as a box reward. So there's no reason to repair it once it's DEC. So it was almost 30 bill for me to do this as promised by PA. So do keep in mind, of course, you can get unlucky, hit the pities and all. Look at the price of the Blackstars on the market, but in general, this is still extremely good, and hopefully you found this useful. So once you've gotten your DEC Tuvala accessory and or your DEC Tuvala weapon, you're gonna go back to Fuga here, and you can pick up the quests. You have here pin Blackstar weapon, so I'm gonna accept this quest. As you can see here, you get to choose which pin Blackstar weapon box you want. So we're just gonna talk to him. We're gonna hand over the DEC Tuvala shield, and I'm going to choose my sub weapon. Again, I covered in the beginning which weapon I would recommend you going for, but as I already have double soft weapons, and I sold my pin Blackstar offhand, I'm gonna choose the pin Blackstar sub weapon box. Hopefully you found this helpful, and I'll see you all in the next one.